All right, let's begin. Connect to your deep Ujjayi breath. And bring the feet into it. So we're present, feelingly present in our feet, in our soft hands, our moving, dynamic ribs. Letting the shape shift of our own breath be easy. Again, today we're going to work with the arms in conjunction with that shifting of our breath. I'm going to go right hand down to the ground, a foot beside the hip. And I'm kind of turning, just slightly turning my arm bones. So both, my shoulder slides down, and there's kind of a hug, a warm, muscular hug of stability all around the shoulder joint. So I could theoretically kind of lean, push, and nothing's going to collapse on this side. And now inhale, reach the left arm out away from the right hand. Kind of got a little angle going here. And turn that palm up relative to my spine, my head. And I'm going to engage the triceps. Now exhaling, turn that left hand down, thumb down. And again, engage the triceps, push the ground actively with the right. Inhaling and turn the bicep toward the sky, palm up. Push the ground with the right. Exhale, turn the palm down, engaging the triceps. So muscularly, strongly straightening the elbows. Let's do one more. Inhale. You can even draw that thumb tip back a little bit for a tiny bit more chest opening. And exhaling, turning the palm down, engaging the tricep, engaging the muscles of the arm. Now inhale, draw that left arm more vertically, more skyward. And now exhale, let this right arm become a little softer and draw, pull, lengthening the right ribs. Arcing through the left ribs. And inhale, come upright. Do the same on the other side. So I'm planting the left arm. And I'm kind of turning a little bit as if I'm unscrewing a jar lid. And what that does is just kind of securely stabilizes my shoulder. So if I just kind of wanted to push the ground, I wouldn't collapse in the shoulder. Inhale, reach the right arm away from the left arm. Now engage the arm muscles, especially those triceps. Turn the palm up. And then exhaling, turn the thumb tip down. Engage the triceps. Check the left hand, give it a little push, a little pulse, ensuring nothing's collapsing there. Now, deeper inhale, engaging the arms, expanding the ribs, turning the palm up. Exhaling, turning the palm down, just the right one. And inhale, turning the palm up, engaging the arm muscles. Again, you can even reach the right thumb tip back, getting a bit more chest stretch. Gets into the neck area. Exhaling the thumb tip down, and you re-engage the arm muscles. They're easy to let go of. And now inhale, let that left arm grow softer, raising the right, exhaling, side bending to the left. So lengthen the left side of your ribs by pulling, left hand pulling. Arc through the right side of the ribs by breathing, reaching through the right arm. And inhale, come upright. We'll take 3 deeper breaths, just finding out if those arms have started to contribute anything to this breath shape shift. Great. So we'll leave the left leg on the ground. Stand the sole of the right foot onto the ground by the thigh or the shin, if that's what helps you get both sit bones situated down. Okay. Now inhaling, the right arm reaches down, presses down, the left arm lifts up, reaches up. Then pushing the hands away, deeply away. Exhaling, the left elbow over the right thigh. Now keep pushing with that right hand. One is I'm engaging the muscles of the arm, the tricep, which kind of sets and helps out the shoulder blade. 2, it also moves my shoulder down away from my ear. All right, exhaling, folding the left hand either by the hip, grabbing clothing, or behind the thigh, going for interlock. And release. Inhaling, unwind. Other side. So the right leg on the ground. The sole of the left foot planted to the earth. Feel both sit bones contacting the ground. Now inhaling, left arm push down, right arm reach up. Both arms really active. Exhaling, right elbow over the left thigh. Keep bringing and feeling the legs and the feet into this. The feet pressing earth. And then exhaling, right hand reach down, grab clothing by left hip, or going for interlock. And release. Inhaling, unwind. We're just going to do some frog lifting through. So we'll lie on back. And separating bent legs widely apart. And with hands interlaced behind head. Inhale, head and shoulder blades off ground, feeling breath reaching and spreading into the low back. And exhaling. When I exhale with the low belly and from the low belly, the tailbone will shift. So it's not really something I have to enact, but just something I can follow when my exhale is sourced from the low belly area. And then sink the belly down. All right, keeping the head and the shoulder blades up. Inhale. Again, feeling the breath in the low belly. And exhaling. That abdominal pressure remains. It allows me to free up the hips. The abdominal pressure from my breath allows my hips to be and become free. Inhale into the low back. I cannot overemphasize that breathing and feeling your breath in the hip bones, in the low back, and in the low belly. And then as I'm exhaling, there's still some of that abdominal pressure. The tailbone does shift. And because all of that breath and that abdominal pressure in the back, I can move and reach out through my legs. Sink the belly in and down. All right, let's do 3 more. And we could do those on our own. We're all familiar with these by now. Keep reaching the breath down. Go to the sacrum. Go behind the sacrum, interior to the sacrum. And as we're finishing up, of course, to exit, we just set the head down and use the hands to help the legs together. Nothing too fancy. We'll turn to a side. And we'll do a little dolphin also. All right, so from elbows and knees, we've got the setup, the forearms out in front. And exhaling the knees off the ground. Then we'll gently set the knees down. So I'm going to be a little light on words, and we'll just kind of go through a practice. We'll use a wall. We'll be doing some inversion and some lunges at the wall. So let's make that move. Ensure you have whatever softness that you need for your knee and your foot. And we'll start with the right knee in the corner for lunges at a wall. All right. So the knee is soft, the foot is padded. The right heel is just beside the hip. We can go hands on hips or arms overhead. And twisting. So I'm going to hook this right elbow over the left thigh. It's okay if the hips are near the wall or they move slightly from the wall. Stay steady through the inner left foot. Pressure. Keep steady pressure through the inner left foot. And release. Now, when we inhale, when we unwind, we're going to exit to set up dolphin at the wall. So we'll be reaching a leg away from the wall. Once we have the set up, the heels near the baseboard, opening up the hands and the wrists. Exhale the knees off the ground, soften through the neck, and then inhale, step a foot up. Exhale, step a foot up. So we can remain both feet on the wall or right foot away from the wall, right foot. Go ahead and stretch through that front of right leg. And then we'll step it down, exiting that dolphin. When we step out, just like the other day, deepen breath. There's this kind of human behavior, I notice this a lot, is when we do a thing, a pose that requires some effort, we've sustained this thing, we felt a little buildup, we exit. So often, instead of breathing deeply to continue working with that circulation, and changing the shape of our breath to accommodate and develop our energy field, we'll usually do something like pick the fuzz out of our toes or go run over, get some water. But sometimes we don't breathe. Keep breathing, especially coming out of these strong feeling poses. So here's our lunge on the left side with the left knee in the wall. In the corner. We do all of these non-ordinary moves and postures to try to recondition the shape of our awareness, the shape of our breath, our capacity to feel in more ranges and broader spectrum of feelings. So if we kind of shut it down to go pick at stuff or not breathe and drink or whatever the other thing is, I think we really miss some of the medicine of why we're doing what we're doing. So I can still be riding that deeper breath from the forearm stuff into my lunge. The circulation from one area just helps and facilitates the circulation in other poses. All right, twisting lunge. So I'm going to exhale the left elbow over the right thigh. Keep exploring the depth and the range of breath. It's much, much wider, much, much deeper than our ordinary way of breathing and feeling is. That is the point. We've carved out this non-ordinary time to go into non-ordinary places. Now, when we release, inhaling, unwind, we're setting up that dolphin at the wall. And when we step up, this time, we'll be reaching the left leg away from the wall. So, again, with the heels close to the baseboard. On exhale, press the knees up. Inhale, step a foot up, hip height. Exhaling, step another foot up, hip height. Remain here or reach the left leg away from the wall. Stretch, lengthen through that front of left thigh. Now inhaling, step down, set the knees down, and immediately commit to a deeper breath. As we stand, we'll move to the top of our mat. Suns. Keep breathing well. Keep breathing. Inhale, reach up. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, left foot back, lunge. Hands to ground. Exhaling, step right foot back, lower. All the way to ground. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left foot, forward lunge. Exhaling, hands down, stepping right foot forward, fold. Inhale, stand, drawing the arms up. Exhaling, hands to heart. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhaling, fold. Inhale, right foot back, lunge. Hands to ground. Exhale, step left foot back, lower. We'll go belly to earth for cobra. Inhale. Exhaling, lower, downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward for lunge. Exhaling, hands to ground, left foot forward, moving directly into fold. Inhale, stand, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhaling, hands to heart. All right, chair pose. Inhale, bend knees, reach arms up. And engage the arms as you lift them up, lifting them back. Exhale, fold, straightening legs, feet active. Softening neck, monkey. Inhale, press the chest away from the lap, gliding the shoulders away from the neck. Set the hands down, exhaling, step or lightly jump, feet back, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Head to ankle prep. Inhale, set the right foot forward. We're going right hand on right thigh. Left hand down in front of left hip. And with the feet active, you may have to adjust the feet to be approximately warrior two. But I'm pressing through both legs, each leg, inhaling into the pelvis, into the low back, and then exhaling, right hand presses against the right thigh. And release. Inhaling, walk the hands toward the top of your mat near the right foot, and we'll set the left knee down. Lunge. Now here in a moment, we'll have the opportunity to work twisting lunge. We'll also have the ability to choose having the knee down or the knee up. So let's just do a little trial run here. Curl the back toes under. And on exhale, press the back knee off the ground. And gently set the knee down. On exhale, hooking that left elbow over the right thigh. I'm going to go straight away to interlock. You decide if interlock is your move here. And once I have the hands secured, I'm pressing that back knee off the ground once again. Twisting lunge interlock. You could also keep the knee down. And release. Inhale, hands to the ground under the shoulders. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. And here's where we'll take that proverbial respite. Connect to a deep Ujjayi breath. We just did a couple of poses, some lunges and twists. I surely got some fluids moving in some different directions. Deepen breath. So we don't catch our breath. We don't just move out of some deficit, but we can sense and enlarge our breath to kind of feed. It's not just exiting deficit, but it's actually coming up with the supply, feeling capable that we can use our breath to revivify, to circulate. Inhale the left foot forward for lunge. We'll set the right knee down. We'll draw the arms up. Curl the back toes under. And we'll give it a test. Exhaling, pressing the back knee off the ground. Let your breath supply the effort. So let your breath match the effort. One of the things I'm not sharing articulately enough is this is a practice of cultivating our life force. As we kind of pulse in and out of deficit and abundance, we train ourselves that we supply it, that we are active participants with our breath. We can feel how the energy starts to how the intensity picks up, how the energy starts to move through the body, right? Warrior 2. Left hand on left thigh, right hand on ground, in front of right hip. All right, release, inhale, walk the hands toward the left foot. So let's set that right knee down just momentarily. Twisting lunge. Exhaling the right arm over the left thigh. So we get into the twist. How do I continue to breathe well and deeply? Interlock is an option. Taking the back knee off the floor again is also an option. Allow the breath to supply the pose. So instead of just wheezing, just waiting it out, deepen breath. Get even fuller. Feel the richness and the aliveness. And release. Inhale, unwind, hands under shoulders. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhaling, downward dog. Now just note the quality of your breath as you press into downward dog. There's kind of those short kinds of breaths that we sometimes take, and then we can deliberately deepen, widen, open, and enrich our system. So just keep feeling for that enrichment. The body grows softer, the body opens up, it permits that prana, that chi, that life force to move through the arms, the legs, the organs, the core. You'll step the right foot forward, twisting warrior interlock. You may want to have a block near the top of your mat. So twisting warrior interlock. So the difference here between this move and the last series is it's a warrior, so I am kind of reaching my heel toward the earth, My left heel. All right, revolved half moon, releasing the hands. Inhale, set the left hand down, little outside the right foot. Raise the left foot hip height. Now turn chest to your right. Turn chest to the horizon, to the horizon. A little different than the ground. Turn the chest to your right, to the horizon. Exactly, using that using the right arm to help the lifting and the turning. That vibrant right arm will help. So our right leg is down, our left leg is behind us, toes down, and our chest is turning to our right. The exact same way we were twisting and turning a moment ago. We haven't switched our legs or turned a different way. Inhaling, bring the right hand down to the ground. Exhaling, chaturanga, step the right foot back. And inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Breathe deeply, breathe well. Expand, enlarge. The shape of our breath, the shape of our awareness is subject to learning, relearning, conditioning, and habits. Twisting warrior interlock. Inhale the left foot forward. Exhaling the right elbow over the left thigh. Right elbow over left thigh. We are going into the interlock, so just keep nuzzling that right armpit down. And revolved half moon. Inhaling, slightly unwinding. The right hand goes to the ground. Outside the left foot. Right leg lifts off ground. Chest turns to your left. Active all the way through the foot and the leg. Now use that muscular engagement through the right leg. And the right hand is down. And the left hand lifting up will help the chest turn. There you go. Good, deepen breath. Engage all the way through that back leg, that right leg. Use those quadriceps. Yep, that's it. There it is. Strong and using those legs strongly needn't interfere with a deep breath. And inhale, bring the left hand down, the right leg down. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhaling, downward dog. All right, gently set the knees down. We'll be preparing for a shoulder stand and plow. So if you need any blankets under your shoulders, any kind of adjustment to your So when we sit back for shoulder stand, I should just show you this. It can be beneficial to use the wall if you haven't done shoulder stand in a while, or you find the upper back to be a little bit snaggly. Actually, I can show you this. So, shoulder stand. We get our feet up off the ground, our hips off the ground. We're bringing our hands to the lower back and the buttock. So our weight's being supported on our triceps and the backs of our shoulders. I like the wall because you can use your feet to just kind of lift your butt up off the wall. Again, breathe deeply, even though all that weight is starting to kind of rest on the lungs. Keep breathing deeply. You're not suffocating. It's just some internal pressures. Plow. So we're taking straightened legs overhead, toes toward the ground. They may or may not touch the ground. Breathe well, breathe deeply, even if it feels kind of shaky with muscular tension. Allowing the neck to relax, to soften. Might even be drawing the knees toward the ears. That'd be right knee toward right ear, left knee toward left ear. And moving back into Shavasana. So I straighten the legs. And as the upper back starts to move to the ground, I set the arms out onto the ground and just kind of slow unfurl. Shavasana. And now as we allow the breathing to relax, we let our body find new ordinary. So we're starting to make the transition through Shavasana from non-ordinary to ordinary. Feel that your cells breathe without any technique, without you having to think about it or instruct them. That the cells in the body are breathing. No technique is necessary to attune to the cells themselves breathing. And when you're ready, bend knees, turn to a side, and we'll press up. All right. Namaste.